Okay, I am live and I am going to just dive into this. And yes, at the end, I am going to invite you, if you know you want to change your life. I've had some revelations in the last couple of days around the real power of what I do, which is helping people embrace the whole of who they are so that they live their life with more confidence, so that you are feeling whole, not broken or weak. You feel confident and complete. And the tool that we measure that with is your voice, because your voice is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. And so much of this came from the work that we did last week in the Discovery Week, the free Discovery Week that I ran, based on the exercises in my book. If you don't know, ta-da! Stop shooting, start wanting. And some of the revelations that came out of that were so simple, but so powerful. And I actually had forgotten just how powerful this work was before going through it again. It's tended to sit on my shelf rather than be used, and that is wrong. So here are a couple of really easy tips. First of all, right, I want to give you this right now. Some of your shoulds and shouldn'ts are actually do's and don'ts, and that's okay. So for example, what you don't want to be shoulding is the things that are feeling like a heavy obligation. Right? There are some things, however, in life that I believe we should and shouldn't do. For example, we should only refer to people by the name that they've given us. So here's a really handy tip that will help make your life easier with communication. If someone, for example, signs their emails Judith, ta-da, don't email them calling them Judy. Right? It's very simple. Danielle might not want to be Danny. So that's a life should. There's actually a do this, or actually a don't. Don't abbreviate a name unless it's been offered. So some shoulds and shouldn'ts are politeness, our manners are actually really useful rules to live by in order to make your life easier and to help you move forward. The shoulds and shouldn'ts you want to be looking at that actually you should change, so that need to change, are the ones that feel like heavy duty and obligation, or that you are feeling restricted by. And it could be something simple like, I should do the washing up. Well, you don't have to. Give yourself a choice. There are some people who clean their whole house every day. I have no idea why, but right, this is definitely not in my shoulds. But it's if you feel that thing is stopping you from doing what you would love to do, those are the shoulds and shouldn'ts that need looking at. And also the ones that maybe you're feeling obliged. Let's take one that's very often a New Year resolution. I should be healthier, fitter, lose weight, whatever it might be, eat better. Right? It may be that some people actually don't need to lose weight, but they need to eat better for themselves. That's a should. That's a heavy should, because it doesn't have the energy of desire behind it. So that's what came up with. Just allowing yourself to make that list is really powerful. What are you shoulding? And then choose, well, actually, is this something? Is the end result, is the benefit of this something I would like to have in my life? So there's tip one. Something else that we noticed was how overwhelmed people are by shoulds, how many shoulds some people have, even if they are things that actually you want. It's often the process that is the thing that gets you stuck. So look at that and ask yourself, is it the thing or is it the process? So there's tip number two. Look at the thing, look at the process, because that might be what is holding you back, not the actual should. And number three was how guilt and should go together. And a lot of the work I do with people is around helping them come to the whole of who they are, as I mentioned at the beginning. And guilt is so often a part of this. Oh, but if I don't do that, then I'll be letting them down, or they'll think this about me, or, but I have to do this because in the past I should have been this kind of person and I wasn't, and I'm still feeling guilty for it. So a tip here is to look at where you're feeling guilt and allow yourself to forgive yourself and to let go. Easier said than done, and not for a quick tips video. Overall, if you want to move forward in life without the heavy energy of begrudging things, oh, I should do this, the bitterness of what you haven't done, the best place to make a choice is moving forward and realizing that you do always have a choice in what you want to do, be, have, create. Right? It doesn't have to be about the things we have in our life. It can be, one of the revelations for one of the people last week was about, who do I want to be? And we can make that choice every morning. Who do I want to be today? Or if you've been in a grumpy mood and you've been a bit of an arse or whatever during the morning, you're okay, wait a minute, who do I want to be this afternoon? We can make that a choice. Now, those of you who know me know I'm not a big one for New Year's resolutions, because even the energy of resolving has a shouldness about it. I resolve, I am resolved. You know, when we're resolved to something, it means we've given up. We're like, all right, I'm resolved to it. I have to do it. Right? But making choices is important. And the turn of the year is a really great time for making new choices of what you do and don't want in your life. So if you don't want to feel held back anymore, if you want to feel more seen, heard, acknowledged, understood, appreciated, but you haven't been speaking up about any of those things, then it's time to make a change, whoever or however you make that change with. But that is the work that I do with people. And your voice is the tool. Your voice is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. It's the tool by which you measure that sense of self-belief, self-worth, self-confidence. Because when you feel whole, then your voice reflects that. You speak with clarity, you speak with confidence, you speak with conviction. And you know that when you're doing that, your voice is reflecting that you've stepped into accepting and embracing the whole of who you are. So if that is what you want to do, then I invite you to contemplate whether I will be the right person to help you come to that place. Because when you are in your whole self, then you give other people the opportunity to see that, whether that is potential clients, employers, colleagues, investors. You need to do it for you first before they will start stepping up. And the frustration is always that they don't see me, that they don't give me the opportunity. Why don't people ask? And annoyingly, and I hate it because I've been there too, we need to do that work first. And I've got a new, well, it's not a new program, but it's something I haven't spoken about much before, is I have a 1-year ongoing support program. And I am going to be opening that up in the new year. I've got space for 10 clients to work with me through the whole year, having me there. If you know that you're wanting to make these changes in your life, whether that is for you in your working life, whether you are employed or self-employed, to help you speak about yourself with confidence, to speak about what you do with confidence, to show up and to make those changes, to start really living yourself in your desire and your want, not your shoulds and your shouldn'ts. The first step is always self-awareness. And the first step to know where you are now in relation to how your voice is reflecting that is take my quiz. It's a free quiz. Even if you don't want to work with me or you're not sure about that, just do it anyway. It will help you get a really clear idea of what is holding you back, what's stopping you from being seen, heard, acknowledged, understood. Because if you're feeling stuck, frustrated, overwhelmed, overworked, overlooked, then part of that will be being reflected in how you share your voice. So take the free quiz. You've got nothing to lose. It will give you some tools and tips and techniques that are specific to your biggest challenges. And if you like what you see, then, and you know that maybe you'd like to work with me in one way, shape or form, it might not be the year-long thing. I've got my 2-day vocal confidence workshop coming up in February. It's a brilliant way to put yourself into that more confident space. So whatever way that might be, then do the quiz. And then if you know you want to do something more with me, get in touch, because I don't want you shoulding your life. One thing you should definitely not do is should your life. Right, I need to go. I have, I'm running a little bit late, but that's okay. They can wait. I need to go out into the cold and go for a good walk and go and meet someone. So take care. Have an amazing day, week, And I look forward to hearing from you soon and helping you make those shifts. See you soon.